guys, so today we're going to be looking at muzzle training, something that is very important for all dogs to know. But obviously with the introduction of the new laws, more dogs than ever need to be muzzle trained. So what I'm going to be going through today is the basics on how to condition your dog to wear a muzzle comfortably. So I'm going to be demonstrating with Blue today. Blue is partially muzzle trained, but this is all good practice for him. So what we're wanting to do is we want to encourage the dog to put the face into the muzzle. Now, if the muzzle's too daunting for your dog, I have seen people using empty yogurt pots. Encourage the dog to put the face in and just feel that sensation around the face. So to begin with, you want to take your training treats. Whatever you use is entirely down to you. I use the training pate because that's what I like and what my dogs like as well. And all you're going to do is pop the treat into the muzzle and let the dog take the treat out. That is it. Good boy. Good boy. Next, we're going to look at pairing the action with a command. I use the command face for my dogs. But all we're going to do, same repetitions. So put the treat in, the dog puts the face into the muzzle, you give them the command, the word that you want to associate with that behaviour. This. Good boy. Once you are confident that your dog understands the association between the behaviour and the command, you can start proofing it. This. Yes. Good boy. Now I use a marker word with my dogs, but in essence you can use any word. You could use a clicker. It all helps just to mark that behaviour the moment he does something I like. And at that point, a reward. This. Yes. Good boy. Next up, we want to look at building the duration that the dog will place their face in the muzzle for. Now, to begin with, it's not going to be for minutes at a time. It might go from being half a second to a second, but you still want to mark and reward any increase in duration. This. Yes. Good boy. Again, this is where your marker word does come in very handy to mark that desired behaviour and to encourage it. This. Yes. Good boy. As your dog becomes more comfortable, you can increase the duration, maybe from a second now to a second and a half, 2 seconds. This. Yes. Good boy. This. Yes. Good boy. Well done, Blue. So moving on from that, we're going to be looking at getting the muzzle fastened. Now, this is a step that a lot of dogs, they do tend to regress with, just because it's an extra new sensation added into something that's already a little bit unfamiliar. If you notice your dog is uncomfortable, that's fine, take it back a step, not a problem, keep reinforcing. So all we're going to do is we're going to ask the dog to put the face in the muzzle as we've been practicing. At that point, because you've built up a good duration, fasten the muzzle, behind the ears for a second. Then you're going to take it off and you're going to reward that behaviour straight away. This. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And same in theory, you can increase the duration of this as well. And what we're going to be aiming for is a dog that is comfortable having the muzzle fastened around the ears again for an extended period of time. Blue. This. Yes, good boy. As with the previous steps, once you feel your dog's comfortable with that, we're going to look at building the duration, actually getting that muzzle fastened and removing your hands away, that extra little comfort blanket for the dog. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop the muzzle on, we're going to fasten the muzzle, we're going to take our hands away, then we're going to remove the muzzle and we're going to reward that behaviour. As with the previous steps, this could be for a second, and then it could be for a second and a half, 2 seconds. Build that endurance, but everything about it should be a positive experience for your dog. This. Yes, good boy. So where the marker word comes in very handy when you can't instantly get them a treat. They still know, Mum said yes or Dad said yes, I've done something good here, I'm going to get a reward for it. As with all training, you want to begin in an environment that is familiar to your dog and they are comfortable in. It gives you the highest success rate in training a new behaviour if you haven't got outside stimulus to contend with as well. What you'll find is if you do the work and condition your dog to be comfortable in the muzzle in an environment like this, that when you take them outside, it won't be as distressing nor overwhelming for them. We want this piece of equipment to be a positive thing for them. You want them to view putting the muzzle on the same way as they view putting a collar or a harness on to go out for their walkies. That is the end goal with this. By using positive reinforcement and repetition to condition the dog to be comfortable wearing the muzzle, you will be set for that. I promise you that now. Hope that's helped, and as always, happy training.